Ever since lockdown is introduced to our country in order to slow down the spread of COVID-19, there is a higher demand for ordering takeaway food. But the question is takeaway safe to eat during lockdown? Before we jump into the topic, let's take a look at this situation. This is Sam. He is a student that is staying in his hostel currently. He woke up at 11 morning, and planned to settle his brunch by order takeaway from a nearby fast food restaurant. As he is walking to the restaurant, Sam forgot to wear a face mask. When he arrived at the restaurant, he realized that there are customers lining up to enter the restaurant. He then stand behind the queue with less than 1 meter apart. The restaurant did not practice any precaution procedures such as measuring body temperature and uses hand sanitizer. It is also crowded as it is during lunchtime. Sam ordered a set meal of burger that comes with upsized Coke and French fries. Sam went back to his hostel after receiving his order. And without washing his hand and take a shower, Sam started to have his meal straight away. Now, let's take a look on another situation. This is Nick. He wakes up on 11 a.m. and he feels hungry. Therefore, he decides to settle his brunch by taking away food. Before he leaves his house to a restaurant nearby, he puts on his mask. As soon as he arrives, he realizes there are some customers queuing outside the restaurant. So, he stands 1 meter apart behind the last customer in queue. Nick is also requested to measure his body temperature and sanitize his hands. He is only allowed to enter the restaurant after filling up his information. The restaurant controls the crowd by restricting the number of customers in it. Nick orders a sandwich with a salad bowl and a cup of less sugar tea once he enters the restaurant. After receiving his order, he goes back to his hostel. The first thing he does when he reaches home is to dispose his face mask, wash his hands and took a quick bath. He only has his brunch after he settles all his matters. After watching the both situations, can you assess the risks accordingly? Did you get the correct answer? So now, which scenario is ideal for us to follow? The answer is definitely the second situation. But why? For now, keeping a distance from others is one of the most effective ways to protect ourselves against COVID-19 and slow down the virus transmission, as there is no vaccines available. Since there are asymptomatic patients with coronavirus that can spread the virus unknowingly, therefore it is essential to practice social distancing whenever possible. COVID-19 is mainly transmitted by having close contact, which is less than 1 meter, with others for an extended period. When an infected person coughs, talks or sneezes, the virus will spread through respiratory droplets. This is why face mask is important to protect us from airborne and liquid particles contaminating our face. United States Food and Drug Administration recommended us to wear face mask as it helps in minimizing the risk of transmission. Wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds is recommended by Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to reduce the risk of infection. Using a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol reduces the chances of getting sick and spreading germs to others. Hand sanitizers with an alcohol concentration between 60 to 95% perform better in killing germs. As for food choices for scenario 1, fast food that deep fried and heavily seasoned with salt and sugar are considered unhealthy. According to Malaysian food pyramid, fat, oil, salt and sugar should be consumed at a minimum amount. For scenario 2, it is a healthy diet because it follows the Malaysian food pyramid recommendation, which consists of 5 food groups that provide balanced and sufficient nutrients to the body. We can conclude that Nick practices precautionary measures upon heading out and coming back home. Besides, he is also aware of his health consciousness in food choices by choosing healthier foods. In a nutshell, we all have to make sure we are in a healthy state by making right choices and considerations which will benefit us. Together, we will get through this uncertain period. Better days are coming soon.